These sugar cookie waffles will transform your favorite sugar cookies or sugar cookie lattes into a whole nother form to enjoy as. So let's take a look. So first get started on the glaze, for which I have the softened cream cheese and the butter in a large bowl, and you want to whip that together. You can do that manually or with a hand mixer until it's really nice, light and fluffy. I wish I had used a smaller bowl, a taller bowl, because if it looks like it made a mess, it did make a bit of a mess, but it was worth it. Then I'm just gonna gather it all together and add in some powdered sugar. You can sift it first so that everything is nice and even, but I skipped that step. And once mixed in, this is now the base for your glaze. Now you can make it thinner by adding in a splash or two of milk and mix and see if it's the right thickness for you. Keep in mind though that we're also adding in vanilla extract and some of the almond extract. Almond extract especially to bring in that sugar cookie flavor in this glaze. Just mix it all together and then transfer all that into a piping bag. That's really gonna make your life really easy, and it's way better than using a squeeze bottle. So now we'll get to the waffles. So I have some flour here along with some baking powder, some salt, really important to bring out all the flavors and let it shine, and then some cinnamon. I put a bit too much, so I'm gonna remove what I can, but it ended up being really good. And then you just mix all these dried ingredients together. Now, put the dried ingredients in a large bowl, and you can put the wet ones in the small one because we're gonna mix the wet into the dry. Talking about the wet ingredients, we have here our milk, and then some granulated sugar, 1 egg, and then some molten butter. I just popped it in the microwave for a bit, and then just give this all a really good mix before adding the wet into the dry. And now just fold the ingredients together. You don't have to work out all the lumps. You don't have to whisk it or whip it too hard. Lumps are good. This will thicken as that baking powder reacts with all the other ingredients. And even though it may seem a bit thin right now, just give it a bit and it'll thicken automatically. Just mix as long as you need to ensure there are no dried bits of flour. And now I'm going to be preheating my Ninja waffle maker. Now I've been pretty impressed. I had some shaky first impressions, but by now I have a pretty good handle on this and I absolutely love it. If you want to see my first impressions for the Ninja waffle maker, then check out the video down below. I think it's truly worth it. It was my first waffle maker ever, and I've never had to grease it. I've never had any problems with it, and just cooking confidently with it, I've been happy every single time. So just put about a 3/4 cups of that waffle batter into the mouth of the Ninja waffle maker, and I always use the highest heat setting, and it always gives you a nice golden brown exterior, which is not overly crispy, and it's really nice and soft inside as well. But you can experiment with the different settings to see what fits your needs. And this is what the waffle looks like when it's done. I always tend to add a bit more than a 3/4 cup. I always get a bit too excited, so you can ignore that tail over there. And something that I have to learn as I keep cooking with it is, even though it may seem like you didn't put enough, as that waffle batter starts to cook, it does bubble up and it does fill the gaps. So just like me, train yourself to not put too much and just be patient. And just like the previous one, this next waffle also turned out super amazing. And now it's time to cut a little slit in your piping bag and go crazy with that glaze. This was just the right mix of sweet and, I can't describe it, but like sugar cookie. Like, it's sweet, but it's kind of savory. It's a bit cheesy from the cream cheese, so it's not like overly strong in terms of the sweetness level. It's just a perfect mix of the glaze, which works great with all the flavors we have going in that cinnamon spiked waffle, which just smells incredible. Just garnish the top with some more cinnamon, some sprinkles. Really transform these waffles. I couldn't have thought that. I don't usually have sprinkles that much, but this needs it. And this is just a great meal to have on a Sunday for an amazing breakfast. We had this for dinner, breakfast for dinner, any day. And especially this made my missus super happy, because sugar cookie is technically her life. Starbucks, desserts, cookies of course, and now in the form of waffles. So if you want to make your missus happy too, do something special. Valentine's Day is coming in a couple of weeks. Check this out. And in case you can't get enough cookies for breakfast, then here's a fun one. Check out my chocolate chip Inception pancakes.